How cute is this outside bar at the Highline Hotel? Be a tourist in your own city. It's kind of amazing. Look how beautiful this is. I'm so happy that I found it through serendipity and meeting new people. How cool is this? Also, I feel so cute. Wearing all my clothes, drinking my recess, minding my business. It's Lauren season. And I always say I like to use my usefulness like my white privilege to help other people. And that's the truth. Welcome to the postscript of the Unfckme IRL pod with your host, Lauren Friedman, not another healing asshole. This is the post-date recap that we are now instituting. If you recall earlier in this very long day, I had headshots and pictures with a very talented Beth. She's amazing. I got a new dishwasher, which didn't require my work. I filmed things. I did a lot of stuff today. A long day. I actually didn't sit down like at all. Oh, and then I don't know how many outfits I wore today. I had like 3 outfits for the thing, and then like 4 or 5, all the blues. But I ended up meeting up with a guy who had just flown in today from San Francisco, who was really cool. He was in tech. And he was like, I might be a little tired, whatever, but it was his idea. I was like, okay. Also, my hair was done. Like, I couldn't not go out. Like, I was going to edit and do stuff tonight. And like, I had to have my hair done because, like, when does it look this good? Also, you can't see, but this dress is like so cute. Maybe if I like step up here, I don't think it like really does it justice. I'll post some actual full body pics because it's like a weird angle, but it makes me look very like, I don't know, maybe it's the camera. We're gonna adjust. But I had a great time. I'm meeting cool people. Like, people have been receptive to whatever the engagement is, if it's just friendship, if it's professional engagement, if it's romantic, except these guys that try to booty call me. And I'm like, listen, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm actively not doing that. They're like, we don't have to sleep in the same room. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to your apartment in the middle of the night, even though this isn't even that late. This is like, it was like probably like 10:30 when he suggested this. It's now like 11:20. And I was like, no, I'm actively not doing that anymore. I'm not meeting people in the middle of their night at their house, at their apartment, at their hotel, at their Airbnb, any of the places. I would not connect in a car. I would not connect with a whatever. You know what I mean? I would not connect in a house. I would not connect with a mouse. Like, I don't know how to be more direct. I'm like, I've been literally like, this is part of my sex and love addiction. And I'm not going to put myself in dangerous situations anymore. And I'm like, that's cool. If that's what you want, do it. And this guy's response was, I have 4 king size beds that you could sleep in besides mine. And I'm like, no, like, why do you want me so badly to come to your house? That's terrifying, actually. Offered to get me an Uber there and back. And it's like not nearby. It's like very far. And he's like, you could trust me. I'm a very nice guy. And I'm like, I feel like that's like every single terrifying person's response. And then like earlier in the night, I had a conversation with the police officers who are getting ready for the 250th birthday, which I found out because it already was crazy here on this side of the river, like directly across from the city. It was already crazy when we hosted this in 2024. Like, my friend's son, like it was like really just crazy. We used to spend so many 4th of July's and like they can never come back again because like they couldn't get back to their car that was like less than a mile away, and like we couldn't drive through, and like it was just insane. Like, there's so many people, and they just weren't prepared for that. And now we're adding battleships that Trump is going to be jumping from. I don't know how an 80-year-old man is going to do that or what that idea is. It's supposed to be at like 10 a.m. in the morning. And that sounds like really hot sun. It sounds like a bad decision for a lot of reasons, but not my problem. What is my problem is that apparently the ferry is going to be shut down for like a week. And I have to look into that further. My connect at the ferry and he's just awesome. I'm terrible at names. I have no idea what his name is. He literally greets me by name. He's like, Lauren. And today he was like, you look like a vision. I was like, thank you. I was like, you look really slender. And he said he stopped eating when he gets home late at night. And I was like, my man, it's really smart as I'm about to eat. But I'm like, I eat protein, like pure protein. He's not like, "Grr." Like, I'm like Gaston, like, I eat 6 whole eggs a day. Gaston. I really am. But generally, you shouldn't eat late at night because it does sit on your stomach. And I could see the difference. And I was like, fuck yeah, good for you. Yeah, good for you. I'm all about people feeling better in their bodies and their minds and their soul, whatever it takes, as long as it's not like extreme like I used to do, but healthy habits. I'm happy for him. And so we were just talking about how insane it's going to be. And they're like, if you thought that was crazy, this is like going to be 5 times worse. Like, if you can get out of here, you should. And I was like, if I had anywhere to go, I would. And like, if this guy hadn't been such a weirdo creep, like literally begging me to come over for no reason, urgently, I would have considered, oh yeah, let's hang out. But like, that's just not who I am anymore. I used to make really bad decisions and I never got raped. I never got an STI. I never got pregnant. I'm literally like graced by the Lord above, like truly. And I have, oh, by the way, I have this like rocking stool. So if you see me like rocking back and forth, it's like, as I said to my best friend from college when she came to visit, because I hadn't put the stool together, and I was like, now I have two. She thought my other chair was really uncomfortable. And she's like, that's really an uncomfortable chair. And I was like, it's not meant to be comfortable. It's mostly form follows function, but in these instances, it's just not for myriad reasons. But I was like, now I have two uncomfortable chairs, but the stool's kind of cool. You could do some like hip movements. I like a lot of grounding. I like take off my shoes. I sway, but it feels good because I have like a little bit of support and like just yoga blocks. Like, you can't see, but these are yoga blocks. Learning how to ask for support, how to get support. That's what I learned originally, by leaning on things, by leaning on the floor, by finding safety in my body through yoga and yin yoga, and learning how to get support through yoga blocks. Like, that sounds crazy, but yoga blocks truly taught me how to receive support. And then it felt really good. And I was like, cool. Now I don't have to always do everything on my own. That's how yin is how you win. That's always what I've said. So it's good to just know that I'm not like falling back into the abyss of my hats, that I need to update the merch with a perp. But again, I'm not in a hurry for that. That's not what's driving revenue right now, just for myriad convergence of reasons as well. But also there's a walking pad behind me, like, and I'm really bodily aware now, but it's just nice to know that I have the support behind me in case I need it. So we all need a little support. Lean on me. So that was on my way to the city. I was like talking with these police officers that gave me my card. I was like, if you guys need electrolytes, if you need water, if you need protein, I like live right here. Like, cause it sounds like it's so hot and they're going to be dressed in their uniforms. And it's like, I'm scared for them. I was like, why are we still doing fireworks as a society? It's so unnecessary. It's bad for the environment. And they're like, yeah, let's do drone shows. I was like, truly, like, we're already doing that. Let's do it with the drones. Why do we need to pollute the ozone further? We don't need to destroy, but I get it. You can't fight capitalism. You can't fight this country. You can't fight whatever is going on. So I'm going to deal with my own problems. But I was like, if you guys need anything, like, hit me up, like, for real. They probably won't, but like, it was nice to have a conversation because they're people, right? These are people. They have families, they have friends. And now they're like and they're like, Trump is going to be in town. It's going to be effing crazy. And apparently it's also, oh, they said it was also Fleet Week and Macy's Day, Macy's like 200th birthday, maybe. I don't know, something. And then I got to where I was meeting this gentleman, and see, I'm just like moving around. It's fun. Um, it's kind of like a balance ball, but in a seat, and I put it together myself. I could do a lot of things. I just don't like reading instructions, truly, like, to put things together, but this was very easy. But I got to the place where I was meeting this gentleman, and there was a nice bartender girl who she and I started to talk, and we immediately vibed. And she was like, I don't know, whatever I said to her. And she's like, I love that. I stopped drinking too. And like, she's like, I use pot medicinally also. And she said that, she had all these things. And she's like, I really want to like decrease like all my usage across everything. I want to stop vaping. I want to stop doing it. I like feel like, and she started naming all these things. And I was like, she's like, I would love to talk to you further. I gave her my information. And I was like, the Camuso shift is such a good way to actually wean yourself off of pot, off of vaping, which, like, thank God. Vaping always felt like too chemically for me, and I was like old enough, and I also probably wouldn't have done it anyway because it's just, I like good old flower, all natural, right? Comes from the ground. How bad can it be? No, I know you're not supposed to ingest anything into your lungs. I get it. We don't have to discuss all of those things, but if everything's gonna kill you, you might as well die having fun, right? And it does help me medicinally, but it also really resonated with her. And I was like, the Camuso necklace, the Camuso shift, Camuso flex breathers. This could really help. So we exchanged information. We became friends on IG. So hopefully she'll watch this and remember to take a breath, because truly that's like what our bodies are searching for. We're looking for that safety. We're looking for that resource, right? When we are smoking or drinking or vaping or whatever, we're trying to move energy out of our bodies, and we're trying to resource ourselves and regulate. And you could regulate in a myriad ways. And like, yeah, I do smoke pot, but I also use my Camuso shift a lot. And it's funny because I often find myself, just like because I'm wearing it, I remember to exhale longer. I don't even like have to use it as much as just like wear it. Truly functional fashion at its best. I know I talk about it all the time, but it's how I learned how to breathe. And like, you don't know what you don't know. So anyway, I went out with this guy. He's going wherever he's going to be with parts of his family, and he's coming back to the city. We'll see if we end up getting together again. Who knows? He was really nice. He sent me home in an Uber. He offered to send me both ways. Really kind guy. Like, I liked him a lot, even as like a friend, even if we just hang out as friends, like irrespective, he was nice. And then I'm dealing with these schmucks like that are trying to booty call me. No, thank you, sir. And it's so cool because I never used to speak my truth, and I used to make the worst decisions. I knew they were bad decisions. It's not smart. It's just not smart to go to people's homes in the middle of the night that you've never met. And I'm I've now gotten to the point where like I actually make better decisions, but it's a practice. And when you're dysregulated, you can't practice that. You have all you have is trying to find safety in your mind body. So when you learn how to regulate your nervous system and you see things with clarity and with calmness and with discernment and with agency, you could speak your truth and not hurt people's feelings. I was like, listen, bro, if that's what you want, that's cool. Just not me. You know what I mean? Same thing with the guy I said earlier. Like, he's like, I really want to date. I was like, you should date. Just not me, you know? And it's not rude. Like, I've never even like met these people, but I still want to give them a level of respect, right? Mutual respect for all, the golden rule, and do no harm, truly. So on that note, I'm going to bid y'all adieu, adieu to you and you and you. Da, 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 da. I used to do that in every home video. The only thing that sucks is I literally don't have my entire home video, which was the only thing I cared about. I swore I took it from my mom's house, like right when she died, because that's the only thing I ever cared about. And I know for a fact that it's not here. It's not in a safe deposit box where I thought it was. Like, the beginning of 2025 was crazy, so crazy for me. There's my alarm going off. It's time to go to bed. But it was so crazy for me that so many things happened that I didn't even have time to like process. But I lost like all of my sentimentals that I thought I had. And there was a CD that my mom's like schmuck of a boyfriend made that was supposed to be like a copy from the VHS to, and I never had like, I don't have a CD drive, an external hard drive, whatever. And when I gave it to like multiple videographers to like use, they're like, there's nothing on here. And I was like, very on brand for this man. Like, if I were in touch with my sister, she would appreciate this like more than anyone, and probably his own children. But again, I don't need that kind of anymore. So power and peace, power and prosperity, and finding love in yourself is truly a beautiful thing. And when you do that, you don't have to outsource it to others. I'm not afraid to be alone. I'm not afraid to be by myself. I'm not afraid to sit in silence by myself. Like I used to, right? I used to outrun myself. And now I'd rather choose myself than other people sometimes, unless I know that we're going to have a healthier engagement than or a healthy period engagement or safe engagement, right? So it's just, it's a beautiful thing. And it's a practice, it's an art, it's a science of connection to self, to others, and a higher power. And this is how you change your life. And if I can do it, anybody can, right? And even finding peace and safety in my body during like the scariest times on this planet is just, I'm proud of myself every day. And that's a mantra I tell myself. I tell myself every day, I am so proud of myself. I used to have it on my desk somewhere. It's definitely still there, but it's not eye level view. But it's beautiful. And it's a mantra that like your body hears. Anyway, it has been a lovely time. This is the post date. I'm going to come up with like a really good name for this, like the post date dirt. No, I don't know. Literally, it's just me. I'm just meeting cool people and making new connections in whatever way possible, in healthy ways, in safe ways, in ways that my body, mind are aligned and don't make me feel sick and don't make me live out of integrity or live out of intuition or live out of my body. So I feel really grateful for that. And drinking my water, my electrolytes, minding my business, eating my protein. Until next time, until just chill to the next episode.
Exams when you're ready. Progress you can actually see. Look at you. Less panic, more purpose.
Thank you so much for watching the Unfckme IRL pod. If you want to support the mission, the quickest way to do that is to hit the subscribe button. Also, what really helps algorithmically is to like, share, comment. If you have any thoughts, drop it in the comments below. I'm happy to respond to all of them. I will be responding personally. Also, if any of the, a few of my favorite things, my affiliate partnerships are interesting to you, you could find them on the link above, including but not limited to Equip Protein, Built Bars, Sleet's not on there yet because they don't have an affiliate program, but Recess, Routine, and Camuso Design, all things to help you stay sane, hydrated, and aligned in your power. Back to the regularly scheduled programming. And the thing that confuses me more than anything else is that he's like, well, you can just come over and we don't have to like do anything. We could just hang out, chill, smoke, like we could sleep separately. Like, and I'm like, that's not the problem. The problem is going to somebody's house in the middle of the night that you've never met off of the internet. It's not smart. It's just not. Like, forget about decorum, forget about like dating rules. Like, I don't want to date this guy. He's like 35. Like, I would have met up with him, not drink, maybe want to hook up with him, maybe he didn't. I don't know. But like now, I want nothing to do with him because he like, get it together. Don't keep like beating a dead horse. Also, like, that's not the problem. Like, you obviously like, don't understand what I'm trying to explain to you. And it's not about sex and love addiction. It's about making poor decisions. And we make poor decisions when we're dysregulated. And I'm sorry that like he's craving sex so badly. And I'm like one of the only people, I guess, that's in communication with him. I don't know. I get it. I've been there. But like, I'm not going to do that shit anymore. And when I was 35, I did that. I made a lot of really bad decisions. And I'm just so grateful. It's not because of age, it's because of nervous system literacy. It's because I've done so much drama work. I've done so much trauma work, so much somatic work, so much nervous system literacy. It's not about getting older. Like a lot of people talk about, oh, you know, I've lived a long life. No, you could live a long life, learn a lot of lessons, but never understand them because your nervous system is so dysregulated. Like that happened to me. I learned a lot. I'm a brilliant woman, but also I was living in constant survival. And when you live in constant survival, you can't make clear-headed decisions, and it impacts business, it impacts professional relationships, it impacts personal relationships, it impacts family relationships, and mostly it impacts relationship with self. And this is how you find love for yourself, because you can, even in the hardest of times. A mantra that I like to use for that is, I'm so proud of myself. And as I just said before, I am. I bid you all adieu. Thank you so much for watching the Unfckme IRL pod with your host, Lauren Friedman, not another healing asshole. If you want to support the mission and the project and this channel, the quickest way to do that is to hit the subscribe button. Also, if you're so inclined, please like, share, and comment any thoughts in the comments below. I will personally be responding to them. And if any of the products that I showcase or wear or speak about are interesting to you, please don't forget to shop them in the links above, including but not limited to merch with the perp, as well as all of my affiliate products, including Camuso Design, Recess, Routine, Built, as well as Equip, and more. Always adding more each day to better ourselves, because together we rise. From me to Unfckme IRL. I just want to share some of the brand partners that really help save my sanity, help my nervous system, and just keep me sane and from losing my mind each day. So first is Camuso. Camuso is a breathing tool that helps you regulate your nervous system in real time. And before we dive in, I'd like to do a little breathwork exercise together. So I like to do a 4-4-8 breath. And what you do is you inhale for 4, you hold for 4, and then you exhale slowly for 8. And that is where the magic happens. And that is where your heart rate gets reduced, your blood pressure gets reduced, your sanity comes back, your will to live, and your body literally can get regulated from a state of dysregulation to a state of regulation in real time. So let's do it together. Literally magic. Like you could feel the difference. You can literally feel the shift. That's why it's called the Camuso shift. The next thing is Quit protein bars with 20 grams of grass-fed protein, as well as Built protein bars with 17 to 20 grams of protein as well. That has whey protein in it. Both of those things help you stay regulated. They keep you fuller. They help build amino acids, which keeps your brain from having brain fog. It helps you think clearer, and it just helps you stay saner. The next thing that I'm absolutely obsessed with is morning routine. Morning routine is an electrolyte that is only 3 ingredients. It's literally apple cider vinegar, organic lemon, and sea salt. It's so delicious, and it's literally my favorite way to hydrate. I'm a wateraholic. I carry around a 64-ounce water bottle just for fun. I've been drinking water my whole life, and I stopped drinking a few years ago, which is why I love Recess as well for the sobriety spectrum drinks. But literally all of these things keep us regulated, they keep us hydrated, they keep us sane, they keep us full, and they just keep us from losing our minds. So that's what I'm doing. You can find all the links to buy those products in the links above.